Hello and welcome to a new episode of Under 360 English. Today we are going to discuss about the rise and fall of Edgecom Solutions. So the story starts almost 28 years back. Specifically, Mr. Shantanu Prakash, he was an IIM graduate. Immediately after the graduation, he has identified a business opportunity that to supply computers to schools. That looks an attractive as well as a lucrative business since no big players were in that slot, especially exclusively targeting the education sector. So he borrowed 1 lakh rupees from his father and started the business. It was going well. Within 12 years, his business has been flourished and touched a revenue of more than 1000 crores. That too just in 12 years. Don't think that computer sales was only the business that he had done in 12 years. He had a novel idea to introduce digital classrooms to the schools. I hope all of you know about digital classrooms. That's an interactive whiteboard solution to schools, including the content as per the board, whether that's a CBSE or ICSE or that kind of boards. So Edgecom gave the hardware, that's almost a touch panel. That time it was a stylus with the interactive whiteboard with the content, audio, video content, mainly videos. And the teachers could be able to use that inside the classroom. That was a very innovative one. The parents as well as the students, they were very much enthusiastic with that. And the fame of the school has become elevated. More and more students, they could be able to find that is very appealing. And eventually, the parents look for the schools with the Edgecom boards. So the schools without Edgecom boards were in a mess. Many students were dropping out from those kind of schools and joining the Edgecom schools. So other schools were also compelled to take these Edgecom boards, and that made immense demand for these kind of boards. This eventually created steep revenue rise for Edgecom. In 2006, Edgecom Solutions were listed both in BSE and NSE, and the listed price was 125 rupees. Within 2 years, the price has raised to 1200 rupees. That was a phenomenal run. Meantime, Edgecom clocked a revenue of more than 1000 crores and they could be able to deliver their products to more than 20,000 schools pan-India. They set up more than 25 offices across the globe, especially in Middle East and India. The company were in their good times. As the revenue increases, the urge to make more and more profit were there with Prakash, and he aggressively went for acquisitions. And even he acquired companies that not at all related to his core field. Even he acquired companies there from skilling, online examinations, IT infrastructure, etc., etc. Even preschools, the list goes on. Meantime, the collections from school, because the interactive boards were delivered as an outright product, but only 75% of the money only get as an outright as per the contract. The rest 25% need to be collected. Meantime, some other players also came into this same business like Next Education or NIIT. They rapidly scaled up their business in terms of the reach as well as affordability. So schools also went for bargaining mode. The payments were delayed. At the same time, the committed implementations of Smart Class, Edgecom couldn't be able to delay it. The only solution was to take loans. So the collections delayed, more money needed to install more smart classes, compelled to take loan. This was the triangle that the Edgecom got into. Automatically, debt has been piled up. Obviously, the interest payment also. Along with that, delay in services as well as the products also happened. So slowly, sales also started to drop. In 2008, the borrowings were just 366 crores. But in 2017, this has been risen to 2,500 crores. In the initial periods, Prakash's face was enough for more to get the loans from the banks. Unfortunately, later what happened, banks started to deny loans one after another. Meantime, by sensing the situation, senior officials of Edgecom started to resign. This made adverse impact on administration as well as new project implementations. So in 2012, Edgecom appointed BCG, it's not a Brightcom group, it's a Boston Consulting Group, as a consultant to evaluate their business strategy. What BCG suggested is just shed off all the non-core business. The core business is nothing but the school business that mainly focusing on smart class. So Educom decided to shed off rest of the businesses like nursery school business, Eurokid business, or India Can, these kind of things they shed off. But still, the things were not become better. Debt starts to mount up. Revenue is not that good. So the only way to sustain is to cut short the expense. The main expense is in the name of salary. So in the year 2013-14, that time, Educom terminated 3,500 employees. Obviously, this made some adverse effect and that tarnished the image of Educom in the industry. Also, this gave a clear indication to the investors that Educom is no longer a good company to stay invested. 2013, Prakash approached bank for CDR, that's a credit debt restructuring. By then, stock market investors, they sense the situation of Educom. The share price has been dropped to a intraday low of just 99 paise. That time only a big shocker came from the statutory auditor, Haribhakti and Co. They announced that they are not convinced with the books of Educom. They have sensed some sort of manipulation in the books as well as in the balance sheet. This even tarnished the image of Educom as well as the credibility of Prakash in the industry. This even raised the eyebrows of many people and they start to categorize Prakash as a fraud, siphoning out money from Educom to some other subsidiaries. In 2017, Prakash approached the National Company Law Tribunal for insolvency. That has been approved and some other companies named Ibix as well as Boundary Holdings, they bid for Educom. But later it has been revealed that these companies, Boundary Holdings as well as Ibix, were also companies that had investments by Prakash. This even tarnished the image of Prakash as well as Educom more. In 2019, Serious Fraud Investigation Office, they started investigation against Prakash as well as Educom for alleged inflated land deals that in the name of Educom. Inflated land deals means inflated amount has been shot in the Educom balance sheet to buy land that may or may not be held by Prakash or his associates. Later, CBI started their investigation on Prakash on the complaint filed by the bank consortium led by SBI for cheating them 2,000 crores intentionally. So CBI filed a certain charges like Prakash forged certain documents and he siphoned out money from Educom to some subsidiaries that's there in India to some other shell companies that are established by him there in India as well as abroad. So a series of allegations that charged on Prakash. Now the Educom share price is just near 3 rupee. No sales, no revenue, nothing. So Prakash, he would have been remembered as a father of new age edtech business. He would have been placed along with Narayana Murthy or Ratan Tata. But unfortunately, just because of the greed and followed a valueless business strategy, his name has been tarnished and branded as a fraudster in the business domain. This should be a lesson to everyone, especially the new age entrepreneurs who some are doing legally, illegal and unethical business for cash generation. So that's all for now. See you in the next episode. Till then, bye from Anup.